Ready here, and today I'm gonna do analysis on the episode name. Corrosion wants to do a good deed. So this is the continuation of infected Techno KV54 and Techno Leviathan or anything you can think of. I know I have not been posting since 3 weeks, but I'm sorry for that because I had to prepare for exams. I had to complete my homeworks, and there was a lot of work for me to do. But yeah, and I've got to talk about my personal life, and you might observe that my voice changed to American accent. I decided to do that because I might get more views. I mean, who knows? Everybody's American and they get more views. I mean, they're not American like Tom Holland, who's not American, who's British, and he's almost. So yeah, like take Tom Holland, who's British, but he's the almost most famous American speaking Spider-Man. You can say that. And and my personal life, yeah, I'm good with my family, with my friends, with everybody, and even my enemy stopped like talking with me. He's not coming at me anymore, and yeah, my study is good, bad, not ugly, you can say. And tomorrow I have exam, which I have 50% confidence that I'll get a good rank. But yeah, that's what I've got to say about my real life. And now let's get into the analysis of this episode. This episode starts with Toxicus coming out and checking the big tank city, and he touches the wheels and he's like, nah, that's not good work. And finally, Corrosion comes back to consciousness, and infected KV54 goes to push a stronghold back to his consciousness, and he's back. And Toxicus says, you two go with the squad to the near city and bring back materials for repairs. And he said, how could we ever leave you with a protection, says Corrosion and stronghold knots. Then infected KV54 rose, and Toxicus says, sorry bro, I just slipped in accent. And Toxicus says, don't worry, I'm not alone, and I'm not that defenseless. And Corrosion tells Stronghold to move forward, and they go with the squad, and then Corrosion says, metal and steel are a priority, and the squad needs to bring some metal things. I mean, it's an abandoned city. They're not gonna find that much metal. That's what I thought. But it's gonna get better. You're gonna see it. And the squad kind of became intelligent. I mean, with these techno demons, it's easy for the squad to work. See, those techno demon tanks are helping them a lot. And these techno demons have so much raw power. I gotta say that. And even a techno demon identifies a steel, an iron thing or something which is under sandbags, means even techno demons have X-ray vision. And here we could see so much pile of iron and steel. I thought that there's not gonna be that much, but if you observe carefully, here in the scene you could, yeah bruh, I'm literally sorry. Here in the scene you could observe, nah bruh, I'm getting too angry because of this. I just got paused in the right moment. Yes. Here in the scene you could observe a thing which is like a washing machine, but I think so that does not exist in the tank universe. Because bruh, it's a washing machine and the tanks do not wear clothes. They wear metal. Is this to clean their metal or what? And when they remove their metal, how are they? Are they humans in those tanks? Because in the previous episode of Techno Demons, there were tanks with those eyes, mouths, and everything, and only humans in that. But that does not make sense because some tanks are small, and if they are small, the humans will also be small. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Okay, let's get back into the analysis. And yeah, here the pile is so much big, it is as tall as a building. And then Stronghold appears and he is then featured and he scans the whole area. And this is not a totally abandoned city. We could see some tanks escaping and Corrosion goes behind them. And then one tank observes Corrosion is already dead and he thought they are dead. And he goes shaking mode and he said, "No, I won't attack you. Just get out from here." And they're like, "Yeah, let's go." Then a tank looks at Corrosion, but Corrosion looks at him directly and one tank asks, "Why are you helping us?" He says, "I don't even understand myself while I'm doing this. I just feel like doing something good." Which here we can see that the title of this video is justified here. And in the next scene, Stronghold appears and says, Yeah, wait for it. I'm sorry, bruh. I need to improve in my video analysis. And Stronghold says, "Are you helping them escape?" And then he says, "No, I took them prison." Then he says, "Then turn them in." Then he says, "I'm well. Well, I wanted to interrogate them and get more information." And Stronghold says, "I'll report your weakness to the master." And Corrosion gets a little scared, and here the leader tank made a group meeting, and the one tank was scared, but he said no. And Corrosion got shocked. He said, one tank said, "Just that way, it's either fate, otherwise you'll set yourself up." And Corrosion thinks for a while and starts killing all of them. But he uses his raw power and he's exhausted and he says, Stronghold says, "Yeah, you're right." And he says, "About what? They attacked us. That means they're enemies." And Corrosion nods and they take even this metal too. And Corrosion is just gonna get sad after this episode. And if you like my analysis, please consider subscribing to my channel. And this is Light Ready signing out.